right, Pisces, we're going to jump into the reading for today. We're going to see what this person's thinking, feeling, their emotions, all of that good stuff. So I do have a lot coming in, guys, so I want to jump into this very quickly. Don't forget about the second channel. If you want more readings, there's Pisces on there as well. Don't forget about the giveaway. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. As soon as we hit 30,000, I will pick a winner. My booking information is down below. I do not think that I'll be opening anymore for a few months. So if you want a reading through me, I would go ahead and grab that. I want to put my attention on some other things before I really open those back up. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm getting that there's something here to do with you really being in an energy of being stable, grounded, abundant, and really feeling calm and maybe even at peace with where you're at. You know, really accepting things, letting it go. But this person sees you as someone who's very stable. They also see or feel like you're very victorious and successful. What I keep hearing is without me. Without me. You're victorious and successful without me. You seem happy without me. There's also something here about like wish fulfillment. So I don't know if you've been having wishes come true. If things have been, I'm getting a headache. I just got a headache out of nowhere. This person could be really overthinking a lot, feeling very defeated by the circumstances and the situations around you. Okay, my head's starting to ease. This person could be doing things that are sabotaging them and making the energy heavier. But what I was getting is that there's some sort of wish fulfillment, something that you're doing, something that you're achieving. Maybe this is going on vacations. Maybe this is hitting goals that this person thought, oh, you're not going to do that. You're not going to hit that. You just talk a lot of smack. There's really putting a lot of action, you know, a lot of effort behind what you're wanting, what you're doing. And this person feels like it's really working in your favor. But there's also an energy here that I've really been picking up on. You're really happy without me. How do they feel about that? How do they feel? I feel like it makes them very insecure. I feel like there's an energy here where it intimidates them that you do feel so strongly without them. I feel like it also makes them a very unbalanced part of them come out. That's interesting. So they feel... Give me more. How do they feel when they think about how Pisces is doing without them? God almighty. Have we noticed that there's a lot of reversals coming out? Again, this headache's not going away, and it just come out of fucking nowhere. This person feels like they don't have a lot of options. It's an energy here where they view this as things working in your favor, things aren't working in their favor. You guys aren't matched. It's making them overthink. It's making them overwhelmed. I feel like they're sabotaging. I feel like they think about this and let it consume them so much that it really does give them a headache. Like I'm getting... I don't like this. I don't like this one stinking bit. And maybe that's the energy that we're getting from them. They don't like how you've put yourself in a situation where you are thriving, you're vibing. Maybe this person wanted you to be someone who essentially is weak and needed them. Feeling like their energy is very scattered and they're having a hard time understanding what they're going through. They're having a hard time learning their lessons. Again, there's an energy here where this person's intimidated by you, and it brings out a very uneasy, unbalanced side of them. Maybe even a side where their ego is really intact, a side where they're very petty. Feeling very guarded. So what are they thinking right now? thinking about either some sort of movement or some sort of communication. What are they thinking about with this Eight of Wands? Thinking about some sort of leap. So this could be multiple things. This could be, with the Emperor coming out, them wanting to take control of their life. They're thinking right now a lot about either taking some sort of action or some sort of communication. Now, this could have to do with you, or this could also them getting to a point where it's like, I can do things differently. I should do things differently. This person's wanting to take a leap, a risk. They're wanting to really stand up and take control of their life. Show up and show out. It could, for some of you with the Ace of Cups on the bottom, have to honestly do with love. Something that they were once so blinded towards. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to do that. But they're really seriously thinking about either some sort of communication or some sort of new beginning, changing things, shifting it up. The Emperor is a very strong energy of making life. That's what I was about to say. Making life what you want it to be. And is that not a double whammy? We've got the Magician now. I want this. I want you. The Emperor and the Magician understands that the life that they want is possible, but they have to take action on that. They can't hold themselves back. And they feel very imbalanced when it comes to you and maybe how well you're doing. Maybe there's an energy here, Pisces, where you've been showing this person how to quit living a life that other people want them to live. Maybe you've helped this person learn and understand that we are the maker of the days that we have. And if we're not happy at a job, if we're not happy in a relationship, hell, if we're not happy in a conversation, you know what you can do? You can walk away. But I feel that it was such an energy of, I'm unsure of how to do this. I've never been told that I can do this. Maybe this person's been put in a box. I feel like you made this person really uneasy. And it's good because you made this person grow. But in that growing, there was very unhealed, ego-driven, bad parts of them that come out. I'm not going to lie. We've all been there. Feeling like they have no options. Feeling like they're consumed with the confusion. How do you make this look so easy? How do you make these decisions and not second guess yourself? For some of you, you grew up having to do that. You grew up being the only person in your corner. You grew up being the only person who had your back. That's going to be for some of you. For some of you, not so much. For some of you, you had that support system, but you still were able to have a sense of being an individual, being who you wanted to be, and not feeling like people were holding you back. Feeling inspired by you, but feeling intimidated by being inspired by you. For some of you, if you're dealing with a male and they're a very masculine person, maybe this is a female who's very masculine and really holds that energy of, I want to do what I want to do. I'm not going to change my mind. This is what I'm doing. Very set in their ways, stern kind of energy, not really a soft masculine is what I'm getting. I feel like this person needed to soften up. I feel like this person needed to be opened up to new experiences, fun, making their life what they want it to be, making those choices and saying, I'm the Emperor. I do not have to ask for your permission. It does not matter if you like what I'm doing. This is for me. But maybe they're getting to a point where they're really feeling like they can actually make those changes. Yeah. Okay, give me more. Give me more of what they're over here thinking about. Okay, trying to let go of the past. Trying to let go of the past. Maybe they're at a point now where they're really starting to see and feel, some of us really get to points in our lives where we'll look at things and say, that happens for a reason. Me and that person didn't work out. There's a reason. Me and that job didn't work out. There's a reason. Maybe when everything's falling apart, we're like, oh my God, this is the worst thing that could ever happen to us. But I feel like this person's recognizing that something that happened in their past, no matter what it is, something that didn't work out, they're no longer thinking about what coulda, shoulda, woulda. There's not really a lot of nostalgic energy. It's letting it go and accepting, there is a reason that I was in that connection. I was in that job. I was in that family unit. And it really taught me a lot. It really molded me into the person that I am. But I'm also recognizing that that's not holding me back anymore. which I think is amazing. Really feeling like they've healed, they've transformed, and they're not really stuck in that energy. I'm telling you, for some of you, they're wanting to offer something, feeling like they want to offer something, but also maybe feeling a sense of lack when it comes to movement forward. Feeling burdened by this as well. So we're getting to an energy where they're wanting to make these changes, but there's still just a little bit of energy that they got to get rid of being burdened and thinking that maybe they're not good enough, they don't have enough, they can't provide enough. Maybe there's an energy here where you make more than them. That doesn't have to be the case. Maybe they just feel like you are more when it comes to a relationship. You know, some of us are programmed to just be a giver. We're givers naturally. It just kind of is what it is. Maybe this person's a little overwhelmed that they can't give to you the way that you're going to give to them. You know, if you are in this energy, Pisces, where you're always overdoing things and giving gifts and stocking the fridge with all their favorite things and making sure they have breakfast made in bed, and you're just over loving and a little bit of overcompensating is kind of what I'm getting. It makes an energy of, well, what can I do for you? Because you've got surprises coming out left and right. You're doing things for me left and right. And it gets to a point where this person's like, okay, I've got to keep up with that. I've got to... Why do I feel like you and this person might have different love languages? Needing to learn one another. Give me a card for that. Needing to learn one another and how you want to be treated. But I feel like this person had to let go of the imbalanced parts of them. And I feel like it's taken some time. Shit. I feel like it's taken some time. Sorry. I knocked a card down. Are we surprised? So what was I asking? How are they feeling? Okay, so they're starting to feel stable, confident. Feeling like their ships are coming in. Feeling like they're finally getting out of a state where they don't have enough, whether this is money or whatever it is. Give me just a second. Sorry, my loves. I just had a bunch of children in my yard trying to damage something, so I had to go take care of that. Okay. So anyways, this person's getting to a point where they're starting to feel very confident, very independent. Letting go of that insecurity that they once felt. Okay. So what is this person thinking about? What is this person thinking about? Ooh, there's some sort of lack in energy. What's this lacking energy? Okay. They have a lot of fear when it comes to investment. What else are they thinking about? For a lot of you, this is a reunion. Thinking about how they didn't invest. Thinking about how there is no, I'm shaking. So there's a sense here where this person could be overwhelmingly nervous. You could have had to call this person out, or there could have been an energy here where you had to be very direct with this person. This person is thinking about how they're in an energy here of missing you, feeling lack, feeling without you, but how they kind of deserve that, because with the Seven of Earth, that's an energy here of not really putting in the effort. When you don't put in the effort, you can't reap the fruits of your labor. It's kind of like growing vegetables in a garden. You can sit here all day and plant all the seeds you want, but if you don't water it, you don't care for it, you don't make sure that it's growing and you're keeping the animals out of it, what good is it? It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. So I feel like this person is really thinking about how there could not be a reunion with you. They're feeling burdened and overwhelmed and weighed down by that, because you have to remember there was a very unbalanced energy here, but there was a very scattered, they're going to get there. They're going to get to where they need to get, but it's going to take time. It's going to take seasons. It's going to take years. It was a big learning experience for this person. And again, feeling like they're ready for a new beginning, a leap, a new direction, manifesting and saying, you know what, I can finally put my effort into it. Really see, what am I wanting? What do I want my future to be? And put that effort into it. But feeling burdened because I feel like they're wanting you in that future. But based off of what's happening, they're feeling like there could be no chance of a reunion because they do see that they didn't invest. They didn't invest. A very immature energy is what you dealt with this person. Yeah. Feeling wounded, but feeling like they have one more fight in them. The fight to actually go after unconditional love. Wanting to communicate, wanting to reach out and flirt. But there's an energy here as well where I feel like you can see right through them. You're showing up as the Empress, so you use your intuition. You don't go based off of what they're telling you. You go based off of their body language. How are they showing up? How are they looking you in the eyes when they're speaking to you? Are they accepting responsibility for anything that they need to accept responsibility for? You shine very brightly in this person's eyes. What else is this person feeling for Pisces? What's in their heart space when it comes to Pisces? It's interesting. Two of Waters on the bottom. What's in this person's heart space? A lot of love, a lot of motion, a lot of care. Learning their lessons. What's in their heart space? Knowing what they want when it comes to you. They're wanting to give you an offer. Wanting to transform this. Wanting to build something solid. But they also know. There's an energy here where this person knows that you met them when they didn't learn their lessons. When they still had a lot that they had to learn about themselves. And I feel like this person really feels so insecure because the chances of you maybe taking them back is very slim in their mind. You know, wanting to offer you something. You're worth that investment. You're worth that offer. Being sure about that. But also with the Tower saying, you know, there's been some things that's happened that's really crumbled this. And I know that. I'm aware of that. Give me more for what's in this person's heart space when it comes to Pisces. No longer feeling conflicted. No longer wanting to feel selfish. Wanting to work on this. Wanting to put in the effort. See, that's what I'm saying. But there's an energy here where you could have definitely took a leap, a risk. For a lot of you, you knew this wasn't over. For a lot of you, you knew this person was going to come back, but it was going to take some time. You knew this person's energy was really scattered. You knew this person seeing you as potential in something that was amazing. But again, there was something here where you could have handled life better, been more experienced. Maybe you're an old soul. Maybe you're older than this person, but there's something here that intimidated them, that made them really, it's an icky feeling. I'm seeing someone like rolling their eyes, like whatever. Just that's the energy. I can't even acknowledge the way you're acting because I can't wrap my head around it. That's how this person was acting. But maybe even acknowledging that they were acting that way because they were so confused. They hadn't learned their lessons. They still had maybe a lot of karma or karmic people that they needed to deal with. You know, sometimes in our life when we're brought someone that we care for and that's meant for us, if we get in an energy of being like, well, I'm unsure, I don't know. It's usually because we didn't learn our lessons fully. It's because we're not seeing the blessing that we're being handed. And that's what I'm getting with this person. Now they see the blessing that they were being handed. But then they could have definitely been an energy of, yeah, I don't really care. I'm thinking about me. I'm not thinking about what my soul needs or what's going to grow me or what I can expand with. I'm thinking about right this moment. And that brought in a lot of conflict, a lot of being on different pages. There's a lot of sideways cards. Resting, healing, reflecting. Let's get an overall for who this person is. Who this person is, where they're feeling like they lost an opportunity to make a choice. For a lot of you, they made a head over heart decision. wanting to take that back, but knowing you can't take the past back. For some of you, it's a twin flame. Yeah, you've detached. You've been working on yourself. Maybe even going through seasons of forgiveness. Maybe you both have. You know, maybe you both are really detaching from this connection and what it coulda, shoulda, woulda, and really just taking responsibility for your part. Caring for yourself, growing yourself. I'm seeing someone read a book. I'm seeing someone dance around the kitchen listening to music. You know, whatever your self-care form is, for each of us it's different. For some of us, it could be sitting in your closet in the dark just to get time to yourself. Yo, I've been there. But there's an energy here of you taking care of yourself, cleansing your energy field while this person figures out what the hell they've got going on. I feel like this person and you could definitely be leaning on your support system, having conversations with people that you trust, people that have a deep root in your life. So therapist, family, friends. Hell, this could be a coworker. This could be a coworker, Barbara, that you just really have a connection with, but you don't talk to her out of work. Like that kind of thing. Understanding that this person taught you a lot, not only about yourself, but maybe about what you wanted, what you needed. And I feel like you taught a lot to this person about the fact that they needed to let go of the past. That them holding on to something that no longer was meant for them was only hurting them. That it was time for them to move forward. It was time for them to take action. For some of you, this person could have been in a really deep state of poor, poor, pitiful me, poor, poor, pitiful me. That's a song. That's just started playing in my head. They could have did that for 8 months. But transforming, and I feel like you helped this person transform. Yep, and as I said that, the Empress. The Empress is a teacher. She's very wise. She's very calming. She's very peaceful. She knows all, even if she doesn't tell you. She's the kind of person who you can sit here and tell her a story and she's going to know if you're lying. She's going to know if you're leaving parts out. Her intuition is so strong. She has this way to bring people to her. You know, I'm kind of seeing like a siren in my third eye. I don't know if you guys know what a siren is. It's off some movies, but it's talking about a person who has the ability to magnetically attract someone to them without doing anything or saying anything. It's like a singing within us. Kind of like the Little Mermaid. You know how she sings and gets her voice back and it can get people to kind of turn their heads and be like, wait a minute, who's that singing? Like that's kind of the energy here. Pulling that person in, teaching them, growing them, maybe even nurturing them at one point. But I feel like this connection up-leveled you in a way that another connection couldn't have. Yeah. They're feeling burdened, feeling very burdened because they miss you. They want to talk to you. They want to be around you. They want to come in, but they feel very heartbroken because maybe they come in when they were confused in their head, unsure of what this connection was, not wanting to see that this was a connection. They could have done some shady stuff to you, some things where they didn't necessarily care. You know, maybe they sat here and fed you some baloney. Maybe they sat here and told you, you know, we're going to be together. We're going to have a family. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. You're the only one I'm messing with. Things like that, where it's like you knew that this person was lying through their teeth. They regret that. They regret doing all of that. And that burdens them. How did I treat an Empress like this? How did I act like you were one of the same of everyone else? When I know good and damn well you're not. Maybe even put you in a state where there was competition, trying to make it seem like people could honestly be in the running for who you are. You know, nobody compares to you. When you walked in, you got this person's attention, no matter how many people was in the room. No matter how, there could have been 10 other people in that room that they were attracted to. But as soon as you walked in, their head turned to you and they would smile. It was for a reason. It was for a reason. And there's a lot of conflict going on within this person, feeling very burdened by your memory, maybe even feeling very burdened by your success, how you have had the ability to let them go and make it seem so easy. Even if you haven't, you've made it seem easy to get over them. You've taken that experience and you've grown from it. And as much as they admire it, they just it makes them shake their head because I feel like they underestimated how strong you were. They didn't think that you would have been able to handle this how you did. Yeah, you quit giving. You quit giving. You felt like this person got to a point where they were breadcrumbing you. This person could have definitely just wanted to focus on their money, their stability. So you brought change and transformation. You could have communicated this with this person. I could have swore there was a card that was turned around. There isn't. For some of you, maybe you're waiting for this person to come back around. Maybe you know that something's going to happen in divine timing, as I said. This person could come see you for you guys to have a conversation about them wanting to take a leap. Something that they're feeling very hopeful about. Ace of Cups. Maybe they're at a point where they're not fully wanting to give love, but they're getting there. So this could be something as simple as coming in and saying, hey, are they going to take any action? Communication. This could be something, or they could come towards you. They're wanting some sort of new beginning with truth and clarity. So they might not come in and say, I want to love you right now. Be my wife, be my girlfriend, be my husband, be my boyfriend, whatever. But this person could definitely communicate to you and say, you know, I'm actually getting to a point where I want a connection. And the more I think about it, the only person I want a connection is with you. And I might not be completely ready for it today, but I want us to really talk this through. And maybe I'm hoping we get on the same page and say, hey, this is kind of what I want. I want you. Do you want me to? If so, let's make this work. I feel like it could take some time with the Ace of Cups to really get to that new emotional experience with this person, that new emotional beginning. It's going to take talking. It's going to take action. It could take 8 weeks to 8 months for you both to get on the same page. But I feel like there's truth. There's clarity. There is ultimately a new beginning that this person's wanting with you. Period. Wanting to communicate this, but also getting to a point where it's like, I want to offer you my love and I want you to offer me yours. Feeling a little guarded when it comes to maybe giving a sense of stability, moving in together. There's something to do with giving in to a connection, feeling very confused, wanting to make sure this isn't an illusion, wanting to talk through anything you both might feel is an illusion, 3 of Cups, but ultimately wanting a reunion with you. And this has been a long time coming. This has taken a long time. But I feel like it took divine timing for this person to see what kind of connection this was. For this person to work through the things that they could have been hiding from their self. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got. What do we got? What do we got? I'll watch your social media. Just being near you is intoxicating. Let's get 2 more. I'm so attracted to you. And when I said that, I heard that song, I'm so addicted to all the things you do when you're going on me. Yeah, you can look that song up. I don't remember hold on. I don't remember the name of it. I'm trying to get to it. It's not like you, no way. Yeah. Some of you might need to listen to that song. I don't know the name of it. I've not heard it in forever. But as soon as I said I'm so attracted to you, that song, I'm so addicted. So addicted to. Maybe it's called Addicted. I'm so addicted to all the things you do when you're going on me in between the sheets. So you can Google that and it'll come up. Okay, give me one more. Okay. Ooh, I daydream about a life with you. I also heard I daydream about our reunion. There's something to do with a face-to-face reunion. I want to be more than friends. Feeling like you don't feel the same. They've been lying to you in some way to protect themselves. Maybe it's not been putting themselves out there, acting like they don't want this, something. There's something here where they've not been completely honest with you. You inspire me. Ooh, look, I would do it all again in the reverse. Do you remember me telling you everything that's happened? Feeling like, oh, I don't like the way that I acted. This person's feeling very shameful for something that they've done. Understanding that they're having trouble with intimacy. But understanding that they want you back. You know, I mean, sometimes in life we have to go through situations for us to become self-aware. So we can say, you know, I don't handle love correctly, but I want to learn how to handle love correctly with you. Will you please be patient with me? Will you please help me get through this? You know, maybe there's a therapist you guys need to go to together for you guys to learn how to communicate with one another. Sometimes a third party can really help you see how you guys are showing up in a connection and what you can do different. And I'm a firm believer. I remember years ago when I was in a very long commitment, long, y'all. One of our rules was not to go to bed angry at one another. Y'all, I'll tell you something right now. That's a rule that I'll change. Because there was many times that things wouldn't just calm down because we couldn't go to bed mad at each other. And I completely disagree. Go to bed mad at each other. Wake up the next day. You might have a different perspective. You might not have so much emotion in it. So, I mean, everybody learns and handles connections differently, but I feel like in this, there could definitely be a sense of learning one another, how to handle one another, how to talk to one another, you know, using velvet gloves with one another. I don't want to hurt your feelings, and maybe how I come across hurts your feelings. How can we change that? I'm broken, and I feel like I can't be fixed. Exactly. Your energy heals me. I just can't find the right words to say to you. They're wanting to start something real and solid. Is that not the right words, though? Can you not come in and say, listen, when I think about a solid connection, it's you. That's what I want. That's what I want. And I feel like you can really see through this person. I'm hearing that song, You See Right Through Me. How do you do that? Yeah. I'm distracting myself to avoid thinking of you. Feeling like you guys live two separate lives, unsure how you guys are going to be able to collaborate and bring them together, but wanting to bring you out. I'm hearing that song, Bring Them Out, Bring Them Out. My focus is on my life. Yeah, I feel like this person's at a point where they're feeling overwhelmed. They're drowning in their thoughts. They're trying to focus on their life, trying not to focus on you, wanting to bring you into their life, not really wanting to be bothered with that though, but feeling like they're missing something. Talk about a confusing place to be. This poor thing. Like, I would hate to be in their head. I want to tell you so much. All right. Well, we're going to leave that one here for today, y'all. Have a blessed day.